connecting to your body this morning. Notice the mood of your mind and your body. No matter if you already worked out or just got up, just make sure you connect. Inhale very deeply here. Maybe hold your breath at the top for 3, 2, 1, and exhale. And again, this time extending your arms. Inhale. Hold. Arms down, exhale. Good, now stretch the arms out to the sides. Step your feet on the mat wide apart and drop your knees to the right. And just hold it here. Give your knees time to sink. And slowly drop your knees over to the left. Feel that nice inner thigh stretch, internal rotation on the right leg now. And again, go to the opposite side, and this time cross your right ankle on top of the other side. Good, and let's switch that. Cross your left leg on top. Good, come back to center and bend both knees into your chest and begin to rock and roll over the sacrum. Reverse. Good. Let's start left today. Extend your left leg to the ceiling. Slide your right leg straight to the ground. And just flex and point your foot a few times, stimulating your shin and calf muscles. Good. And bend and straighten the whole leg a few times. Work with your quad muscles, really engage them. Press the heel up. Good. And now let's come to lying down pigeon. Cross left ankle on top of right thigh and pull that right knee in. Rock. Now next step here is extend your right leg up. So that's the other leg, left ankle crossed. Reach out with your hands and grab that right ankle. Keep rotating the left knee away from your left shoulder. Good. Release and go right into the other side. Right ankle crosses on left thigh for the pigeon part first. Again, feel free to rock. Good. Now extend your left leg up. Hold on to the leg as high up as you can. Good. Lower the left leg straight down and once again extend your right leg up. This time hold behind your thigh and point and flex your foot. Now bend and straighten the whole leg 4 or 5 times. Good. Bend both knees in. Rock up or rock up and down 2 or 3 times. And now let's come to seated. Cross your right shin in front. Round through your sitting bones and try to get that nice shoulder over hip alignment. Lifting upward through the crown. And just sink your head to the right. Come back. Inhale at the top. And sink it over to the left. Come back to center. Tuck your chin in. And gently rotate your head in half circles. If this bothers the back of the neck, don't do it. And don't go full circles, please, just the half circles. Pressing the chin toward the throat. Release, come back to center, and do a gentle twist to the right. Just waking up the spine here. Good. Come back to center and walk your hands forward. Walk your hands back again. Let's cross the opposite way. Good. Roll the shoulders back. And this time, interlock your hands behind your head. Begin to side bend, side to side. Sitting bones heavy. Good. Now clasping your hands still, rotate your wrists inside out. Stretch your arms to the ceiling. And again, stretch side to side, this time targeting your outer armpits. Good. Come back to center and release your hands down. Gentle twist to the left. Good. Release. Now I'd like you to take, I'll show from the side. I'd like you to stretch your legs out. And this is for your chest. So spread your fingers out and bring them behind you. And then walk your hands together so your pinky fingers touch. Good. Now what I want to do, this is to target the chest. Roll your chest forward. Bend your elbows a little bit and feel like your two shoulder blades are two hands pushing you forward. So we're not pushing into the hands. This is upper back muscles. You can even slightly lean back. There's some weight on your hands, but you're not trying to lift up. Breathing into the collarbones, one more. Good, release. And let's come to all fours now. Now begin to arch and round your spine. Be aware of each vertebra. Two more. One more. Good. Supported side plank, neutral spine. Spin right foot right. Left foot steps behind you and lift your left arm. Do more, lift your left leg, balance. Bend your leg, grab the foot with your left hand. And turn your gaze up, 3 breaths. Good, back to all fours. And switch sides. Lifting right leg and grab the ankle. Good, and release. All right, we're going to come into puppy pose. So you're staying on all fours. Think of your tail, the tail of your dog, sticking back and up, and then you stretch your paws forward and sink your chest. So it's not a child's pose. Good, now lower to your forearms, come to Sphinx. You're up on your elbows, scoop the belly up. And here, gently nod your head. Good, release all the way to the belly. And set up a cobra. And inhale, lift your head and chest. Go as high as you like. One more cleansing breath here. Engage your glutes, your hamstrings, your calves, your low back. And then release. Spread your feet a little wider and press up into an up dog. Lift the chest up toward your chin the whole time. Good, and downward dog. Child's pose is fine. Otherwise, being downward and tread it out. And then a couple times, lift up onto your tiptoes, sink your chest back toward your thighs, and press your heels down again. Again, inhale, lift up to the tiptoes, press your chest to the thighs, and now press your heels down. The whole time, you can do it again. The whole time you want to resist your chest back to the thighs and push the hands down and forward. Good. Shift to plank pose. Option, bend your right knee to the chest. Don't have to do it. Step it back, bend your left knee to the chest. Step it back, and child's pose. Rest and breathe. Good, rise up, step your right foot between your hands. Let's tuck the back toes under. And here you want to have a long stance, so I don't want you to be here. I want you to just wiggle your back foot back, sink your hips down, and then lift your chest out. Hug the midline with the inner thighs a little. Now, if this stance is too long to come up, adjust it to a little shorter, and possibly sweep your arms up into a full lunge position. Breastbone and navel facing straight forward, do not turn to one side. Option, stay or release to the floor. Option 2, arms out. And 5 times, dip your left knee gently down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Hands back down and step into downward dog. Child's pose is always okay, as you know, otherwise down dog, 2 more breaths. Lower to the knees, option 1, come to plank. Option 2, stronger practice if you want. Plank, inhale. Exhale, lower knees, chest and forehead down. Cobra or up dog. Child or down dog. One more cleansing breath here. All right, step your left foot forward. Same thing here. Wiggle the back foot back, chest lifts out. Super strong right thigh. So the right thigh reaches to the ceiling. Option, adjust your stance and come up. Option, again, arms out and 5 times dip. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This time, slowly hands to the floor and step forward into standing forward bend. Soft knees or straight knees, see what works today. Shifting the weight slightly in front of your heels. Stay for 2 more breaths as I adjust the camera. Good. And then come rolling up to standing. Good. I'm actually going to turn my mat again. We will take it into a side and forward bend, so stand somewhere on your mat. Legs together or slightly apart. Arms up, inhale. So you're going to go into a clasp above your head. And side bend right. Hip shift left. Come back, inhale. And go left. Come back, inhale, soft behind your knees and go into a little back bend. From your heels to your fingertips. Come all the way forward now, reach your fingers forward and then fold in deeply. Option, grab the backs of your heels. Literally stand on your hands. No severe pulling here, just warming up. Good, and come back up to standing. Roll the shoulders as you step your feet hip width. Arms come forward and sit to a chair pose. Good, now put your palms together, stay in chair. The left hand stays, the right arm reaches back and you look back. Back to center, inhale here. Exhale, sweep left arm open, look left and take another breath here. Come forward, now interlock hands behind your back and fold forward. Legs can straighten now to their own degree. And come back up to standing. Shake it out. Good. Setting up a warrior one. Right foot forward, left foot steps back. Squaring your hips, squaring your shoulders, and lunge forward. So for those of you who might be watching this later, warrior 1 and 2 feel like your back foot is pressing into a wall, like I'm pressing into my door here, and then the front knee bends. That gives you a good idea that you're not just putting all the weight to your front leg. But you're still in warrior breathing. Option 1, wrap left arm around right arm. The left elbow is on the bottom. And stay here. Option 2, since we warmed up the legs, come right into eagle. Left leg wraps on top of right. That's why we did chair pose first. So sit back into that chair. Good. Step the left foot back to warrior 1 again. Inhale, sweep the arms. Good. And hands come to your hips and shorten your stance. So now we're in a pyramid pose, 2 straight legs. And just fold over the right leg. Rotate your tail a little bit left. Good. Lift your head and chest first. Lengthen out your upper back and then rise to standing. Nice. Left foot steps forward. Take a breath to pause. Warrior 1, right foot steps back. Remember the right heel is pressing into that imaginary wall behind you. Bend your knee. Arms up. Feel that nice stretch in that front right hip up into the belly. Option, right arm under and stay. Option 2, wrap your right leg. Come to full eagle. It helps to squeeze your inner thighs together a little. Back to warrior 1. Big sweep with your arms. Inhale at the top. Exhale, hands to your hips and shorten your stance. Square and fold in. Good. Lift your chest out, flatten that upper back, and rise to standing. Right foot steps forward and shake it out. Good. All right. So from here, I'd like you to open to the side. I'll just open this way. We'll start with the triangle. Turn your right foot open. As a matter of fact, let's grab our block. Good. If you want to do this near a wall, you can. I want to do half moon first and then triangle. So turn your right foot open, block in your right hand, lean forward. Leaning with the chest is the key. Come up into your half moon. Imagine your left foot is pressing against the wall. There to look to the ceiling. Use your core here, obliques, everything is working. There to expand, stretch the leg more, look up higher, even if you fall out, that's fine. And then let it go. Go right to the other side. Notice your breathing during all that. Now there to expand, look higher up toward the ceiling, press the leg, reach the arm. And leave the block there, come up to standing. Great. Good, so we did the hard part first, now we're going to triangle, continue with the right leg again. Pivot the right foot open, left heel back, arms out. Weight shifts to the back foot, reach forward, and down. Do the switch, left hand down, right arm up if you want. Good, switch back, left arm up, and come to standing. Rotate left foot open, right heel out a little. Same thing here. Switch if you like. Switch back. And come up to standing. All right. Step your feet maybe about mat width apart. Let's go into a squat. Heels down, sit back. This is too much. Not everyone's knees bend as much. You can use a block, put the block underneath your hips. Just really, please be mindful. This is actually quite comfortable, and you're getting all the opening and stretching you need. Hands to heart. So what you want to do, if you're here, let's assume you're here, elbows resist is slightly into the knees. They don't want to collapse in, yeah? Now keep that resistance with your left elbow and put the hand lightly on the floor and stretch your right arm up. Back to namaste. Resist your right elbow against the leg and left arm up. Back to namaste. Press through the heels. You can always use your hands and come back up. Good. Shake out your ankles, your heels, your wrists. Good. All right, we got one more. Let me just check our time here. We got one more that will take us into pigeon. So we'll take it into a prayer twist. Step your feet hip width at the top of your mat. Now a straight line, draw your left foot back so you're in a lunge. Right? And now prayer twist to the right. You can look down as long as you turn your chest to the right, or you can challenge yourself to turn your gaze toward the ceiling. All right, from here, lower the hands down. Sweep your right leg up into down dog, and then forward to pigeon. Just rest here. Connect to your essence again. Good. Lift your torso, grab your left ankle behind you. So from here, I want to do something slightly different. I want you to go right into cow face. So here we are. Push your hands into the floor. Slide your left knee forward and cross your right knee in front of it. And then sit back. So double stretch for that right hip. Get comfortable here. And then grab your belt. Left arm up, right arm under. The arm part is optional if you're busy with your legs. Just do the leg part. You can side bend right if you like. You can fold forward at any time. Good. Release. Now, to unwind here, we can just unwind the legs, and in any way you can, come to all fours. And step the left foot forward. Come up into a lunge. And you can, yes, you know you can do this from low lunge, and prayer twist to the left. When you're done, sweep that left leg back and up into one-legged down dog and through to your pigeon. We're going to take a moment in pigeon and just connect again. And think of letting go of any stressful energy, any hot energy. Good. Lift your torso, grab your right ankle. All right, release, and let's come into cow face again. So press up, slide your right knee behind your left knee, and have a seat. Belt goes into the right hand. Side bend left if you like. Hold forward after that. Good. Come up and release. Shake out your legs. Now bring them apart. Flex your feet if you can here. Arms up, inhale. Turn over the right leg and fold. With your left hand, try to reach the right outer foot. Now keep your right hand on the ankle and stretch your left arm up or even over the left ear. Come back up, both arms to the ceiling. Inhale. Turn left and fold in. Left hand on the ankle, right arm to the ceiling, or sweep the arm over the right ear. Come back, and fold to the center. Come back. Good. Step the soles of your feet together. And we'll come back here. But in the meantime, let's do a little detour. Grip onto your big toes and extend your legs out. 5 to 8 breaths. Focus. Find that stillness amidst the wobbling in the body. With control, place the feet together again. Drop your knees apart and lean in. All right, back up. Extend your legs forward. Feel free to use your belt to hook the feet. Otherwise, inhale, reach up and fold in. Good. Come up and let's lie onto the back. Just rest for a moment on your back. Maybe into Shavasana. Connect deep inside. Good. And then bend your right knee into your chest. And grab your belt. Put it around the right foot. And extend that leg out. And I'll lower it out to the right. On an inhale, bring it back and either lower it all the way to the left into a twist or just go halfway like we did the other day. Good, come up. And then lower the leg down, all the way down. Bend your left knee. Grab your belt again, put it around your left foot, and extend your leg out. Lower the leg left. Come back up and go right. Come back up. Lower it all the way down. Take a breath. Two things we'll do here. Step your feet up into a bridge pose. Arms down by the sides. Lift up. Make sure your front ribs don't stick out here. Keep them heavy in the body. And then flex your feet and walk your heels forward. Well, see how, if you can get your legs completely straight, make this about glutes and hamstrings. Don't just jam your low back up. So press the hamstrings up, but your legs are straight. Can you walk it back? Then lower down. Bend your knees gently in, rock side to side. Good. The other one is a lot more freestyle. Take your feet on the floor again. Come up into bridge and then lift up onto your balls of your feet. Now lift your right leg up and 8 times lower and lift your hips. 1, 2, keep your front ribs heavy. Put a hand on your ribs if you need, so you know you're not stiffening and pressing that rib cage up. That's about 5, 6, just go for 8, 7, and 8. Lower all the way down so we take that good alignment into the second side. Lift your bridge, lift off of the heels. Pick up your left leg and do 8 reps. 1, 2, just the hips moving. 3, 4, 5. Squeeze that glute. 7 and 8. Lower down. Drop your knees apart. Soles of the feet connect. Take your hands on your belly somewhere and just breathe in some peaceful energy. All right, now take your block and put it underneath your hips. Right across the sacrum and extend your legs up. We'll do 8 and 8. So bring your legs wide apart and 8 times bring it back together. Be sure to really stretch all the way as far as you can and then bring it back together with control. That's about 3. Bring it in. We'll let the legs rotate. 4. Bring it in. 5. In. Straight knees if you can. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. Legs straight at the top. Take a breath. And then let's lower one leg forward. And this is 1. We'll switch. That's 1. And switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Feel free to do more, otherwise lower your knees in and pause. Last thing we do with the sacrum on the block, bring your right leg over and come into eagle legs. And this shouldn't hurt your sacrum here on the block, or you can go do this on the floor. Now in your eagle legs, squeeze your legs together. So feel like your right leg pushes a little to the right as your left leg resists left. And with that slight resistance, tap your feet on the floor a few times. Feel like you're really flossing your hip joints here. Switch at any time. Good. And when you're done with both sides, Come off the block and again, let this sink in. Shavasana. Your version of fish position. Palms up or down underneath your hips, or use your block. Done, come down. Notice that lightness in the body now. We've stretched every ligament, tendon, muscle, the skin, the organs, the glands. So feel that well-being for a moment. Stay with that energy and maybe add a final twist, or stay in Shavasana for final Shavasana. But take your time for the twist. So once you're settling in for final relaxation, just notice the level of busyness in your mind. And just for a few moments now, bring your attention inward into that quiet place that is not affected by time. Once connected to that inner sanctuary that we all have, just rest with that for a minute or two. And deepen your next breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch your arms overhead, point your toes. Release the hands down and hug your knees in. Let's roll to one side into fetal. Come up to seated. Excuse me, of gratitude, place your hands at the heart. Namaste.